how do you do an ILS landing, or in other words, an auto landing in the A321 in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. So today we're in the A321, as I just said. So first, what you're gonna do is you're gonna wanna, so as you can see, we're kind of like right now, this is just for demonstrations, but you want to be at 3,000 feet, any speed, whatever you want for now, right? And then there's an airport directly ahead of me, it's Detroit Metro. But you can go here, go to this here, or no, first you're gonna go to init. You're gonna type in your flight route, which you would have already had set up, but you're gonna go for this video. I'm putting in this airport, which if you look in the cold and dark video that I have for the A321, I do show how to set this up here. So that basically means from that airport, and then the slashes like a 2, that airport, which we're going from that airport to the same airport, right? So then you click on that there to flight plan. Click on the arrival airport right next to it. Click on arrival. Now let's see. So the runway we're trying or want to get, according to the map, is 09 right. Just gonna look there for ILS, wherever it is. You're gonna look for the ILS 09 right, basically. As you can see, this is all RNAV, which we don't want. But I believe every runway at this airport does have it. So this is 09. Okay, so that runway actually does not have an ILS approach, so I'm gonna change runways. So we're gonna look at going from runway 4 left. Just gonna go back down here. Here, click on that. Arrival. ILS 404 left. Click none. None. This is if you're doing an approach, you can pick it. So we're not doing for this videos. If you're doing a transition, same thing. You can click none and click insert. And you can see it just inserted some information into there. And then you can just click on direct right now. And if you look there, you can zoom out, and I believe you will see stuff. Yes, they're right there. So if you did it properly, you'll see that. So we want to go there, and that's the runway right there to land at. This blue here is for if we miss the runway and have to go around. That's the traffic pattern right there. So right now we're just gonna like kind of turn to be able to line up with that there. And then you can see we want to line up there, but then you're gonna go into performance here. Click on next phase, next phase, next phase until you're on this approach one. So right now for the weather, we have it's right here standard, which is 2992. So you're gonna put in there 2992 because it's just a demonstration. You can click it in there, right? Temperature is standard. So, anyways, it's like 15. We'll put, all right. And then the wind, you can check, but I'm not really the best at reading this stuff. I just know the wind because it's the only one that's numbers and a slash. 02 at 02. So we can go 02 slash 02. Put it in the mountain right there. Then you can leave those two, and you can see there what we did. It says now about its final ILS 04 left. And that, you want to make sure that's set up. Because that basically tells the plane what it needs to be at, like the requirements for it being able to fly, because it's just different, like the temperature and altitude matters, right? So anyways, you can set that up there, right? Then when you get closer to the airport, you want to try your best to line the plane up pretty much with that there. Okay, so now once you get closer to the airport, or not the airport, but the ILS thing over here, you're gonna wanna press on this. No, you're gonna press the approach mode right there below the vertical speed indicator thing. You're gonna press both the autopilots on now. It'll let you press localizer capture right there till it turns green. And you see there it'll be flashing orange saying ILS. What the? Anyways, so then when it does that, you're gonna wanna press here on that LS capture kind of thing there, right? So then, once it catches the glide slope there, you're gonna see and localize. It's gonna catch both those, and it's gonna start automatically going towards the airport. Because if you see there, it says localizer and GS, which stands for and VS, which stands for vertical speed, right? And GS, and the GS stands for glide slope. So you're just gonna want to carefully go over, make sure you're at 3,000 feet, ish, because you want to like climb into the glide slope almost. It is a bit of a pain to set up and get working, but once you get the hang of it, it works. I've rarely done this, so I'm not the best at it, but I can get it to work. So then you're gonna want to make sure it's at the right runway, so you can keep lining it up. And then you're gonna want to slow down the plane. We'll put our gear down now. As you can see, the gear should be dropping about now. If you look out there, it's going down, right? So anyways, you can keep adjusting more, and you want to put a few notches of flaps down before you start stalling. So then we're going to slow down a bit more. Be about 140 knots, because you still have to do the speed, right? Bring flaps all the way down now. And I believe once we catch a glide slope, you should be able to just push it in, and it'll go. It'll work, right? So you're gonna arm the spoilers. And then whenever we get right there onto that waypoint there, it should start going itself basically. But you also have to make sure that's set up, because it tells the plane basically what it's supposed to be doing. Right? And so now see, it caught the localizer. It says right there LOC with a dot, means it caught localizer. I forget how you do auto, like with the glide slope right there. See, once it does that, it caught the glide slope and localizer, I think. Anyways, the localizer I know it did, because it kind of started turning the plane slightly itself. So now you're gonna want to make sure, now you can just let it go. All you just do is do your normal like landing routine kind of stuff, setting the plane up. All you do is you just don't have to worry about doing the controls. Yep, now cut the glide slope there. So now we can just let it be, as long as you like see there, that's like telling you where. That's right, the runway right there in the center, and that's the altitude you want to be at. So if you look at the glide slope over there, the lights right there, you want 2 red, 2 whites, perfectly aligned. And there you can see if we missed the runway, that's where it would turn us and bring us away there, right? And see, I have autopilot set to 3,000 over there, but the plane is going towards the runway by itself. So it's pretty handy if you're not good at landing. And then now you just land like normal. Just you're not doing it. If you are like me and like doing the touchdown, you can disable it right at the last second, or you can do what I'm gonna do to show you in this video. It can actually do the touchdown and everything. So it's pretty cool, this feature. It's available in real planes. That's why it's in the simulator, because it's available in real planes. The autopilot in the simulator is kind of bad, but once you figure out ways to get it to work properly, it works. You just have to figure out how to make it work, because it's how it will work if you're actually in like a plane. It's just sometimes it doesn't go back into like this there where it has the 3 lines with the dot. Alright. So I can see we're starting to get closer. You can double check your landing configuration and everything, right? Make sure that everything's correct. The speed, you can adjust it even more if you wanted. I'm just gonna keep it here, 125, because we have full flaps. It should be able to do it. So now we're just gonna patiently wait. Yep, so you hear the callouts. We're gonna just patiently wait. You can see we never did anything fast, so it's still flashing on that side. I don't know what that was supposed to mean there, but anyways, it's going good. See, it's still 2 red, 2 white. Red, if you have more red than white, it means you're too low. If you have more white than red, it means you're too high. You want a white and red. You want the same amount, right? See, the trees don't look the best there. I think they kind of like mixed it by accident or something. I don't know. But you know, not that bad. Yes, right now my hands are not touching anything. The plane's doing it itself. There's no way I'd be able to do that steady. So we're gonna get a good outside shot. We're gonna try at least. So if you see this right there, so we're gonna try to get a pretty good shot up here. As it goes, my hands are not touching anything. I'm bad at flying outside. Straight Megan landing, so you can see how perfectly straight it's flying. and everything's just perfect. So then you're gonna have to like slow the plane down almost. Actually, we've put the auto brakes on. That's all it touches. So now if you see, it should flare on its own. Oh, it's turning a bit. There we go. Yep. So now you're gonna want to go back inside because you're gonna be the one that has to do a stopping. I don't know what it did to start doing this, but you have to kind of do a stopping. It just disengaged now. Yeah, so I'm guessing it got a bit of crosswind that it was not expecting at the end, or that the plane wasn't. But as you can see, that was a pretty good landing considering I did nothing for it. So that's the end of the video. So make sure to like and subscribe for more daily aviation content, and comment what should I try in the next video.